Guess what? Guess what? I'm back, guys. I am not in grad school anymore. I'm not in the same relationship I was in anymore. I'm back full time YouTube, man. Fuck all that shit. And let's get to the first story. Caleb Swanigan. If you guys haven't heard about him recently, he's kind of been making headlines for the failed NBA athlete. He got pulled over, I think it was last year in December. Yeah, it was in December. He got pulled over and they found 3.4 pounds of marijuana on the guy. I mean, the dude is legit trapping at this point, but only got away with a misdemeanor. Which, if you guys understand, he's only 23 years old. The guy's a power forward. He could still go back to the league. And yeah, I sound like an idiot right now. Of course, the guy's like 500 pounds. But let me give you some insight on that, because it actually may have not been the first time he's been chunky like that. So, Caleb Sylvester Swanigan. He played for Purdue. He was a top-ranked player in his class of 2015. If you remember, top players at that time were Lonzo Ball, De'Aaron Fox, people as such. And he came from high school where his background is a little bit rough, guys. We should start with that, actually. So it looks like he grew up with his mom. Doesn't really say much about the father. But however, it says that he has, what do you call it? He inherited two things from his father: height and a tendency to be obese. His father, I guess, died in 2014 from diabetes, and he also weighed around 500 pounds at his death. This is his father, guys. Sounds familiar? So maybe take it a little easy on the guy. Caleb Swanigan has described his bad eating habits as primarily eating desserts and being surrounded by unhealthy food due to his family's financial situation. If you don't know already, homeless people, you get food stamps if you're lucky. And what are you going to buy with that? Cheap food. Cheap food is not the best for your health, all right? And obviously, a guy that's his size, he's going to be eating a lot, and he's going to be eating a lot of bad stuff. Doesn't really help the guy out. Especially with he's already had issues with his mental state. I mean, his father died in 2014 from this being obese. I mean, it's kind of it's interesting, He's obese himself, so it's a tough thing. I bet. And apparently he has battled drug addiction. His father battled drug addiction, and his father even physically assaulted his wife. I really feel bad for the guy. That's all I can really say. Caleb Swanigan recalls living in 5 different homeless shelters and attended 13 different schools by the time he was 13. At this point, he moved from Utah into Indianapolis, and their final stop, I guess, they moved to Houston. And it looks like at this time, Caleb Swanigan has a older brother named Carl Jr., and he actually found a guy that would end up having a big influence on Caleb Swanigan's life. His name is Roosevelt Barnes, a former three-sport star at Purdue. Purdue is also the college where Caleb Swanigan would end up choosing after he was a big prospect. And I mean big, guys. He was not a joke. Let's get to this. Caleb Swanigan was a starting center for Fort Wayne for Homestead High School in Fort Wayne, Indianapolis. He was 6'8", 275 by the time he was committed to Purdue. His ESPN grade was a 94. He was a 5-star athlete all the way around. Guys, if you can understand who this person is, this is the guy that should not really be having the most mental health issues, you would assume, right? I mean, there's a lot of person being someone in his category, right? That's what I guess everybody would assume. So yes, obviously he's also, I forgot to say, it doesn't get highlighted, but he was a 3.1 cumulative GPA in high school. I believe he had close to a 3.4 at the time when he left college. The guy's a pretty smart dude. So I mean, it's another thing too. Like, maybe he doesn't like basketball. Just because you're 6'8", 275 doesn't mean that you actually want to play basketball, believe it or not. But let's continue. So he would end up going for the national team, and I believe he won 2 world championships with them, 2015 and in 2017. At 2014, when he was 17. So listen, guys. I can really go on. The guy has a great resume. He only played 1 year, obviously. I'm assuming it has to be something mental health. The guy's a beast. He was a first round pick, 26th overall. For him to only play 1 year, I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me. During the 2017 Summer League, he recorded 16 points, 10 rebounds, 2 assists, and 1.4 steals per game in all 8 games. I mean, this is playing with the lowest people in the league. So the guy's dominated. He belongs in the league. There's just no doubt about it. So I just want people to understand at least. Yes, the dude is down, no doubt about it. But he actually got away with the misdemeanor. He's not going to be doing time. He's going to be just fine. In fact, he has $1.5 million right now to sit back on after taxes. So he's going to be doing just fine for any young man. And I would put my money on it that he'll be back in the league probably within 5 years. Guy's a beast. Other than that, hey man, please subscribe, like. I understand I've been gone, but I'm coming back. There's just a lot of shit going on, but your boy's back now, and I hope to catch you guys next time. Peace.